I actually interviewed Dion Cole just recently.
One of the best, who I started.
One of the best.
By the way,
as well.
Me and Dion practically started the same day at All Jokes Aside in Chicago. Amateurs.
Okay. And actually, just as a side note, Dion is now a regular guest on Vlad TV as well.
He is, and that he'd be
you're going to see him every few months.
I'm gonna
on
do
Vlad
Dion.
TV.
Yo, what's up, Vlad? How you doing, man? What's good? Dion Cole, what's up? Dion is fantastic, man. Dion is one of the dopest, most abstract thinking, different comedians. He's a bad motherfucker. He's been doing it a long time, and his whole success makes total sense. All of his success.
Well, we talked about the Steve Harvey monkey routine.
For $4 million, I'll be all the motherfucking monkey you can stand.
I actually seen this.
Black people will be so embarrassed
seen him
by
do
my
this joke
motherfucking
live.
performance.
Oh, so he
You'll be
did it a bunch of times.
Going, look at this big lip, son of a bitch. You ain't got to act like that much of a motherfucking monkey.
Oh yeah, I remember that. But that's old. And then he was just making a joke about the money that they pay. If they pay him $20 million, he'll be the best monkey on this planet Earth, and he'll do this and do that or whatever.
He said $4 million.
For $4 million,
which he's gotten way more than.
Oh yeah. It's an old joke. Like it's an old joke, and back then, it was hilarious.
It was hilarious. I get it.
Now in retrospect, when you look at where Steve is today and whatever else, it looks crazy. But at the time, it was funny, and he actually defended Steve doing that.
And it makes sense that he did, because I totally get what Steve was doing. Because he goes, shit, $4 million, I'll be a monkey motherfucker. Boy, goddamn. It's a joke. I get it. Because he was just talking about, how much money that is? Fuck that. And Steve is talking from a perspective where he hasn't gotten that money yet. And Steve was doing well. Steve is, first of all, let me not get it twisted. Steve was a fucking beast. He was one of the baddest dudes in the black comedy circuit. I used to see him as an amateur. I would see Steve as an amateur in Chicago. That motherfucker the room would be in shambles. That's real talk. No joke. It's real talk. But had a problem with that Monique interview. Had a big problem with that. Monique is a beast, man. Fuck that. She makes me laugh. Monique is fantastic. She's a friend of mine. I know we've been coming down hard on Monique, which I think is kind of fucked up in a way, because it's like she's part of our community, man. And as a black woman comedian, which a lot of black women comics do not get a lot of respect, white women comics get respect all around. And half of them, they don't even be that funny. Half of them be horrible. And there's black women comedians that are murdering shit right now. Yamanika, who you should know about. Marina Franklin, there's Aaron Jackson, there's Pat Brown. There's a lot of great black women comedians. I can't name them all, but they're fantastic and they don't get any light. And then so when Monique did her little, I thought when she came out, was talking about the Netflix thing, there were some things I agree with, some things I disagree with. That's fine. But as a performer and a business person, I understood her gripe. But like I said, the way she came out, I was like, well, maybe it should have been a little different. But sometimes we don't know. Okay, she made a little mistake. Why are we fucking smashing on Monique so hard like that, though? Like, okay, we get it. Do you deep down hate Monique or something? Like, all right. I'm just like, and then she gets on Steve Harvey's show, right? And all of a sudden, you're on her show. Let her talk. She goes, what about integrity, Steve? He goes, I'm not going to let my family crumble because, what do you mean let your family? She said, what about integrity? We black out here. We black out here. We black. This ain't the white man game. This ain't the black man game. Bullshit. It is the white man's game, dude. It's the white man's game. Are you I guarantee you, if it was the black man's game really, BET would be at another level. TV One would be at another level. We'd have as many black stations as TV stations as there are white stations. Please. It is the white man's game. You got to play in it, fine, because white men created Hollywood. A group of Jewish cats. Mayor, Goldwyn, all those cats, there's a documentary on them. They created it. Fine. But don't say it's not a black man. Now that you have all this money in the world, now you're fucking neutral. Now, this is the only thing I hate is when, and people ask me if you're making millions of dollars, are you gonna forget about being black? Fuck no, because they're not gonna forget. They're not gonna forget that you're black. You think because when you're making people money, yeah. But first of all, there's nothing wrong with remembering that you're black. There's nothing wrong with it. It's amazing. But don't be telling people and acting like you're that delusional where you don't know this is not the black man, this is not the white man game, this is the money game. No, it's the white man's game and it's the money game. Are you out of your fucking mind? Yes, it is the money game and it is the white man's game. That statement bothered me. I was like, no. And this is not a knock to Steve, but I go, come on, dude, are you serious? Because if it wasn't the money game, and if it wasn't the white man's game, there would be a whole bunch of black people hosting shows. Steve, you host like 80 of them because they think only one black person should be allowed in. Of course it's a race game, huh? They let one Negro in at a time. Like a lot of different comedians should be famous but they let one at a time. And you can see the pattern, which is, it's nothing wrong with someone's hustle. And you know how it fucks us up? When they have one person famous at a time, everybody compares you to that one person. And so now you start having resentment for that one black person, which is not fair to them. They pit us against each other in this business. They do that shit on purpose. They always do that shit on purpose. You should be able to have your own lane, have your own money, have your own success. And so when Monique got on that show, he talked over her, didn't let her talk, made her look like she was wrong. He said, you got to go a different way on how you do this. Yeah, but that conversation could have been done on the fucking side, not on his show, bro. You could have talked about that shit by yourself. He goes, oh, I called her. Yeah, do it on the phone, man. Not on your show, dude. Like, I just disagree with that whole thing. And then when they showed the monkey thing, it looked bad, but I know that joke was totally separate. But it didn't look good that it was almost like a manifestation of what he would do if he got a lot of money. It was weird. It was fucked up. It was almost like when they did Drake with the blackface. When Pusha T showed Drake with the blackface, it was like, ugh. I'm just saying. I hope I made sense on that one.
That's what it is.
It is what it is, man.
It is what it is. Well, Godfrey, man, always a pleasure. Always love when you come over here to talk shit.
I love when you bring me up to talk shit because I get worried when you take too long. But no, I'm just kidding. Always a pleasure. Thank you. Instagram, guys. Comedian Godfrey.
That's what it is. Peace.